Because when those bombs drop, if you doing what God wants you to do, this what's gonna happen to you. You're gonna be saved from all that destruction.
Right.
But if you're not applying God's commandments to your life when these bombs drop, you're gonna be destroyed. Your physical body, that is, right along with everything else that's getting destroyed.
Break it up.
And then you're gonna be raised back up again to be judged and destroyed again.
Right.
So if we want to escape this judgment, we gotta apply God's commandments to our life. It is that simple. This is why we encourage y'all. What are y'all doing today? You ain't got nothing to do today, do you? You know what I'm saying? You got something to do today, sis? You don't say y'all come to the school.
Right.
Now is the time for change. Y'all see all the things that's going on in the world, right? They got the Epstein files coming out, and the Epstein files are just showing, you know what they're showing? That the rulers of the world, it's showing that they had a power to do whatever the hell they want to do. It's showing that the white man is the devil. They raping kids, they burning people, they killing people.
Eating people.
They sit at the top. So if they doing it, why are we dependent upon the nation to save us that don't have our best interest at heart?
Right.
That's all the Epstein's files show, that the white man is the damn devil.
Right.
So seeing that all these things are happening in the earth, give me 1 Peter 3. Because do y'all believe that when you die, you gotta face the Lord in judgment? Do you believe in the afterlife? You do? So you believe? Talk to me.
When you die, I don't think you just go to God right after you die. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bible says after you die, you know, you sleep until God comes back.
Right. But when God come back, what is gonna happen? Judgment is gonna happen. But what are you gonna be judged by? The actions that you had in the life that you lived. So if we're going to get judged when God come back, then do you think he's going to require us a certain, like, do you think today we have certain requirements that we got to follow? Or you can just do what the hell you want? Because a lot of people will say,
you got requirements that you got to follow.
There are requirements, but think about this. Most of the people who get killed in the hood, whether they were robbers, killers, whatever, a lot of them was doing a lot of wicked stuff.
Right.
And when they die, what's the first thing that people say?
Oh, they was a good person.
So, in the back of our mind, we understand that we're going to get judged. But then why are we not living our lives accordingly while we here?
Because they don't care.
And they don't care.
And they not reading the Bible, so they don't, you know what I'm saying?
And none of us are reading the Bible, but these are the things that we know in the back of our mind.
Exactly.
Which is why we encouraging y'all to start keeping God's commandments now.
Right.
Now is the time, but things don't happen by coincidence. Right. Y'all got a child on the way, y'all gonna get the 5 years, I'm out here talking about marriage, you know what I'm saying? Like these things don't just happen. You know what I'm saying? This is the Lord trying to push and point you in the right direction. And believe it or not, the brother that you see right here, right now, we were all in the same position that you was in at one point. I was with my wife a couple years before we got married. Now we got children, we married. My children are being raised in the commandments of the Lord. My daughter's gonna wear pants. My son, he's being taught how to be a man, you know what I'm saying? But I only learn these things because I'm around these brothers. And you're gonna need that same guidance. What you have? You having a boy. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's beautiful. But when you look at the young boys out here today, you want your son to be like that? Or you want him to have a better life? You want to give him a life that you didn't have? He gonna have a better life, but it's gonna start with you applying God's commandments. Read that, 1 Peter 3. 3 and 9. So we all know, we all know that there is a judgment day. And when we die, we're going to be judged, right? We understand that. Our grandma been talking about World War III for years, you know what I'm saying? She been talking about that way back then. It ain't happened yet though, so because it hadn't happened yet, sometimes we can be forgetful in our mind. But I'm encouraging y'all to come to the school because it is happening. It's happening fast.
Right.
A lot of wars going on in the world, right? A lot of stuff going on that black people don't pay attention to, but the signs are there. Read that.
2 Peter 3 and 9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish.
So right now the Lord is giving us time to get it together. You believe that, big bro? Right, what's your name? Mike. So right now the Lord is giving us time and he's giving us patience so we can get our lives together. That's why Jesus Christ died. He didn't die so we could do whatever the hell we wanted to do. He died so we can have a little bit of time to get ourselves together before he make his second appearance again. Read that.
But that all should come to repentance.
So that's what he want. He want all of us to change. To go from being a nigga to being a godly man. To go from being a nigga to being a godly woman. To go from being a black woman to a daughter of Sarah. That's what God want. He want all of us to get our mind right. Read.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
Do you know when you're going to get robbed by somebody?
Nope.
They sit back and they wait. You know what I'm saying? They might catch you at the light. They might catch you at the stove. You went in the stove, you come back, they sticking you up. You never know when somebody gonna rob you. But the person that's robbing you, he gonna try to catch you when you're not ready. That's why we gotta always be ready. And the only way that you're always gonna be ready, you start applying God's commandments to your life. That's the only way that you can assure that you're gonna always be ready. Read.
In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
So God say in the last days, the thing that you see right now, something is gonna happen so drastic to where this stone right here is gonna melt. What type of fire? Because I can't put a lighter to this. I can't get a torch and blow this and cause it to melt. What type of fire you think is gonna cause this to melt? What'd you say? What'd you say? Huh? It's fire, but what type of fire? Right now, America got these things called ICBMs, nuclear missiles. They got nukes, the same. They got atom bombs. Y'all, the atom bomb that happened in World War II that they dropped on Japan. You seen that one, right? That one, it disintegrated whatever was around it. And that was back in World War II. So if that was back in World War II, think about the power of the bomb today. Think about AI. AI, how old are you? 27. So when you was growing up in middle school, technology was not as advanced as it is today. When technology advanced, if technology advanced the way it is today, you don't think they got stuff that can like melt brick? They do. And God is saying it right here. He say that the Lord is gonna come like a thief in the night. And when he come back, he say the elements are gonna melt with fire. That means somebody is gonna bomb this place. And when they bomb this place, all the things that we see is gonna be disintegrated and wiped out. That's gonna happen. Read.
That the earth also and the works therein shall be burned up.
So everything that we looking at right now is gonna be burned up. Read.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved,
if we know that this is gonna happen, read.
What manner of persons ought ye to be?
So why would he ask that question? Because when those bombs drop, if you doing what God wants you to do, guess what's gonna happen to you? You're gonna be saved from all that destruction.
Right.
But if you're not applying God's commandments to your life when these bombs drop, you're gonna be destroyed, your physical body that is, right along with everything else that's getting destroyed.
Bring it up.
And then you're gonna be raised back up again to be judged and destroyed again.
Right.
So if we wanna escape this judgment, we gotta apply God's commandments to our life. It is that simple. Your wife put on a dress, you grow your beard out, learn to keep the Sabbath day, learn to keep the holy days. Y'all eat pork? Stop eating the pork. You know what I'm saying? There's a lifestyle that God gave us that we gotta adhere to. And this is the only way that man is going to be saved upon the earth, by keeping God's commandments. So, y'all got the flyer? Yep. We got an address on the back of the flyer. The school is open right now. Y'all can pull up right now. We in Adamsville. Come for a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? Check us out, watch the class. See sisters that was in the same position that you was in that changed their life. Because if there's a saying in the world, if you wanna make progress, and this ain't the saying, I'm butchering it in my head, but they said if you hang around 5 crackheads, you'll become the 6th. But if you hang around 5 billionaires, you'll become the 7th. You see what I'm saying? So if you want better out of your lifestyle, you can't continue to hang around the same people that you've been hanging around and expect something to change. And believe it or not, give me Matthew 10:34. What we telling y'all right now, everybody ain't gonna apply. This ain't gonna apply to everybody. Because I came in this truth 8-9 years ago, My mother doesn't keep the commandments. My dad don't keep it. So I'm separated from my family. They look at me as an outcast because I do things differently. Y'all ever heard of the term black sheep? If y'all start keeping God's commandments, you're gonna become the black sheep of your family. You gonna stop celebrating Thanksgiving, and they gonna be calling you like, damn, why y'all ain't come to Thanksgiving? Well, we don't celebrate that no more. That's idolatry. Why y'all ain't celebrating Valentine's Day? Well, we don't celebrate that. That's idolatry. Why y'all ain't eating pork? Well, God said we can't eat pork. This is what's gonna happen when you separate yourself from the wicked. Because believe it or not, there's only two sides to this story. There's only two sides to a coin. You got those who gonna apply God's commandments and those who are not gonna apply God's commandments. And you gotta pick a side. You can't be on the fence. You can't be here and there. Well, I'm gonna celebrate Christmas, but I'm gonna celebrate Pat. No, it don't work like that. You gotta pick a side. And you gotta pick a side. Because your wife ain't gonna pick a side. She gonna follow you. So the ball is in your court. You gotta wanna become a godly man in order for your wife to. And I'm saying it's your wife because I know you're gonna marry her. At least I got the hope that you're gonna marry her. Y'all been together 5 years, got a child on the way, why not? Read that.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 34.
Last one, I'm gonna let y'all go. I know you gotta go. All right, go ahead.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
So Jesus Christ, and which one of these is Jesus? It ain't, damn sure ain't this man.
That's like the white man with blue eyes.
It ain't the white man. He said he got brown skin, like it burned in the fronts, and he got woolly hair. That's Jesus Christ. So Jesus Christ said, think not that I come to send peace on earth. Peace means bringing people together. Jesus Christ said, I ain't come to bring peace. I didn't come to bring families together. Read.
I came not to send peace, but a sword.
He said, I can't. What do you do with a sword? You kill and you divide. You cut stuff. You separate things with a sword. Read.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
So Jesus Christ said, I ain't come to bring peace. I came to bring war. And the war is here. Because you gonna decide, like I said, I decided that I was gonna keep God's commandments. I wasn't gonna celebrate Christmas. And that caused a division between me, my mom, my dad, and my brother. Because they said, I wanna celebrate Christmas. Well, I'm not doing that. So we split up, we went our separate ways. We still talk, but we don't see eye to eye. But this was because of the prophecy that's written. Your household is gonna be broken up. So if you got a good relationship with your mom, and she may keep the commandments, who knows? But regardless of what she do, regardless of what your wife do, regardless of what anybody want to do, you got to make it up in your mind that this is what I'm going to do. This is the right way. What have you learned that slavery happened to us because we broke God's commandments? Is that being taught in the church? What have you learned that Jesus Christ was a black man? Is that being taught in the church? Everything that we're going through in America today is because we broke God's commandments. Right. And it's in the same Bible that's been in our lives since we've been born. Right. The Bible been here way longer than any of us have been here. Right. And all the answers to our problems is in the book that we failed to look in. Right. The book that they told us to stay away from.
Bring it up.
The book that they said the white man wrote. But in the same book, it say the man that put us in slavery is gonna go into slavery. Right. They didn't read that part, but they read the part where it say servants be subject to your masters. They read the part where it say John 3:16. They read all that BS, but they didn't read the part where it say the white man gonna go into slavery. So this is what we gotta come back to. So come to the school, bro. Come to the school. You come too, sis. And listen to him. You know what I'm saying? Don't give a man a hard time. Marry her. Right. Make her your wife. Right. Stop being. It's been 5 years, bro. We can't do that. We can't, because if you didn't have a father in your life, then you just and I know it's a lot of fluff, especially in the world today where they talk about as soon as men get married, that divorce, like women get all of this. You know what I'm saying, from the divorce rate. So that sometimes discourages men from wanting to be married. But when you're doing things in the Lord, you ain't got to worry about that. That's right. See what I'm saying? We got once we structure our lives based off the commandments of God, we don't have to have fear.
They're trying to get you away from the Bible.
They want to get us away from the Bible. And guess what? Turning away from marriage and what you're doing right now, you're doing exactly what the white man wants you to do. He wants us to be with the women and not commit. Right. He wants us to be uncommitted in a relationship, because let's say y'all been together all these years and something was to happen to you. Do you think everything you got is going to go to her or is going to go to your mother? It's probably going to go to your mother, the post person to you, because you got no documentation that says she your woman. So if you care about her, you got to take care of her. Right. You got to make that commitment to her. And with that commitment comes the word that black women don't like.
Bring it out.
Submission.
Right. Bring it out.
Think it's a bad thing to submit? You know? That's good, because most women do. Most women hear that word and they up and on. I ain't meant to know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? You expect when somebody...
I got a good one now.
That's good, but...
I've been married there that 40 years.
You see what I'm saying? But we don't have that in the community. You know what I'm saying? We don't. A lot of us don't have that example to look up to. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we're trying to encourage in our community, because we need young black love to be back in style. We need to get rid of the promiscuous society that we live in today to bring back strong black love. And that's something that you have, but we don't have that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all come to the school, bro.
But they haven't been exposed to it.
They come today. I'm looking for you, Reggie. All right, 15 minutes from here. So you said you've been married for 40 years. Longer than that. What was the driving factor for you to be married for that long?
So, man, they go by that book for the Yadin.
So you live by this book?
I live by
You live by this book. So let me ask you a question. In this book, does this state that Jesus Christ is a white man or a black man? Or do you think it not matter?
I think it does.
You think it matters?
I think the name matters too. I think that you know who your Heavenly Father is. I did research for myself. Lord God, if you use the titles, if you really look it up and what you did.
Are you a pastor?
No.
Okay.
I'm just a regular person that's been exposed to different denominations.
Right. So let me, hold up, before you go, big bro, what's your name? Rod. So I'm asking because my man right here, he said he been in the Bible for a long time. So my question to him was, is Jesus Christ a white man, a black man, or does it not matter?
That's my book telling you.
The book does tell us, but most Christians who've been going to church for 30, 40 years.
I gotta get on to my wife.
Well, let me ask you this before you go. No, your wife will put you out. Let me ask you this before you go.
I'm just teasing about
Why did the Israelites go into slavery?
Bring it out. Bring it out.
But the Israelites one of the first ones that you know that too. They don't want the people to know.
Well, but why did they go into slavery? Why did this happen? Why did slavery happen to black people? But why don't he want us to know what happened to us?
They always want us to be making come on each other. That's what they thrive on.
Yeah, they do want us to be divided.
They're trying to get it out. They're trying to get the book. Trying to take from more the church.
Why? But why?
Serious.
I think they want. They
don't want you to get the knowledge.
They actually want black people in church.
Right.
They want black people. They trying to get more black people to go to church.
That devil is in there right now. He's trying to stop. He ain't there but the devil. I can't there but the devil, man.
I mean, Trump. Don't get me wrong. Trump is the devil, but I like Trump. You know why I like Trump? Because he's bringing forth the prophecies that are written in the Bible. A lot of Christians say that they ready to go home and see the Lord, right? But what we fail to realize is that before we go home, we got to experience the things that are written in the Bible in Matthew 24.
You got to study that book right there.
Right. We got to do more than study it, though. We got to live it, which is why I asked you, why did the Israelites go into slavery? And I'm going to answer it for you because we broke God's commandments. So as a nation of people, if we want God to stand on our behalf, we got to turn back to Him. Right. And what I mean by turn back to Him is we got to turn back to His commandments. For example, today is the Lord's Sabbath day.
Right.
And the fourth commandment says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Well, how do we keep it holy?
Bring it out.
What most people would say the Sabbath day is on Sunday. That's why they go to church on Sunday.
Because they have to get the knowledge. That's one thing you got to put the knowledge.
Well, explain to me what the knowledge is of the Sabbath day. How do we keep the Sabbath day?
You got to know what Heavenly Father is. You got to do research for yourself. You got to read that Bible right. Do research.
So after you do the research, then are there things you have to do after you do the research?
They're gonna go to like what you saying now.
That's true, but how do we keep the Sabbath day holy?
You got to keep put it out here like you do right now.
That's a part of it. But I'm gonna show you how because right, you don't know. You don't. Okay, just say you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we here to work with people.
The way that I understand.
I understand it, but what you're understanding, what's missing is a little bit of application. Actually, we're gonna show you how to keep the Sabbath day holy. Because if I'm asking you how, then that means there's something that you have to do on the Sabbath day.
Right.
And preaching is a part of it, and knowing God is a part of it. But there are actual things that we have to do today that's separate from every other day.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Bring it up.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
So God gave us instructions on how we should live our life. He said, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Read.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So you got 6 days to go out and labor and work for money. From Sunday to Friday, you do all your work. Read.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
Well, he separates the 7th day from them 6 days that he said you could do all your work. He said on the 7th day, no work is supposed to be done. So everything that you do for money, them 6 days, on that 7th day, you can't do that. So guess what? None of us work on Sabbath. We require through religious accommodation that we be off on Saturday so we can observe the Sabbath day true. So one of the rules on the Sabbath day is not to work. And give me Exodus 31 and 16, just so we won't get confused. The Sabbath day and the Bible that we're reading today is not for all nations of people.
That's right.
Jesus Christ is not coming back to say the white man. He's not coming back to say the African man. He ain't coming back to say the Japanese, the Chinese. He's not coming back to say none of those races. But you know who we are coming back to say? He's coming back to say the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. This is the only nation from Abraham, from the beginning of time, from Adam, Abraham, Jacob, Isaac, and the 12 tribes. This is who Jesus Christ coming back to say. Not all nations of people. So the Sabbath day is for who? Read that.
Exodus chapter 31 verse 16. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations for a perpetual covenant.
A perpetual covenant is something that's supposed to be done from the time that you're born to the time that you die. Granted, when we got put in slavery, they didn't allow us to read. They stripped our history away from us. But now that we understand that we the Israelites, the Sabbath day is something that we still have to keep to this day. So as an Israelite, if you identify yourself as an Israelite, you can't work on the Sabbath day. No Israelites should be working on the Sabbath day. But what else should we be doing? So we can't work. What else should we be doing? I'm going to show you. I'm going to know what just yet. Because if you say you love God, you love your wife? Do you just tell your wife that you love her? You prove it. By doing what? You provide a roof over her head. You make sure she got food, clothes on her back. You take care of the bills. You got a woman. You love her, right? You got kids. You don't just tell your kids that you love them. You show them that you love them. So if we are created in the image of God, right, and we take care of the people that we're responsible for as humans, wouldn't God require the same thing from us? So if we love God, what should we be doing? How? Is it through just word of mouth or through actions? We got it through obedience. So if he gave the Sabbath day to us, if we say that we love God, what should we be doing? We should be keeping the Sabbath day because that's what he requires of us. Right. We require respect and honor from those that we're taking care of. Right. When you take care of your children, they calling you a BAN, you know what I'm saying? Or she's calling you out of your name, a punk, you know what I'm saying? You don't take care of children like that. Right. You don't take care of a woman. If your wife disrespect you, would you take care of her the same way?
Bring it up.
Probably because you're married to her now, but you expect her to have a little bit more respect than that because you don't want to provide for her. Right. So the same relationship that we have on earth is the same relationship we got to have with the Lord. There are things that we have to do in order to prove that we love him. Read that.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath day.
So this is another commandment. On the Sabbath days, we don't spend money. We not putting no gas in our car. We not going to get no food. We doing all that the day before. So everything that we eat today is because we cooked last night before the sun went down. This is the instructions that God gave the children of Israel. So none of us today cook no food. We don't buy. We not going to no store and buy nothing. Yeah, we eat meat.
I mean, you don't eat pork.
No, you know why we don't eat pork.
No, I'm just saying that.
I know, but you saying that because you getting it from somewhere.
I'm retired now, believe me. I had one of your brothers. He worked me because he had this grind on.
The fridge loaf, right?
Work. And that's how, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got exposed to what you're saying.
Right, but
Do him.
But everything that I'm telling you right now, where am I getting it from? I'm getting it from the book. So regardless of where it's coming from, if somebody is telling, this is how you know a man of God. If a man of God is reading to you out of the book, and instructing you the things that the Lord requires of you, then regardless of what that man is saying, he getting it from the Lord. You ask me, do I eat pork? Because in the Bible it say what? You read that, Leviticus 11.
Leviticus 11 and verse 7. And the swine.
And the what?
The swine.
What is swine? That's the pork. Read.
Though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
God said he unclean to you. Of their flesh ye shall not eat. So regardless of who's saying it, we can read in the Bible what God say not to eat it. But what happens when we do eat it? What are some of the diseases that we get when we eat pork? High blood pressure, gout.
It's just hard, man.
No.
When you done came up on pork.
I agree.
It's hard to get rid of the
It ain't hard. It ain't hard.
I mean,
you just haven't made your mind up that you're gonna serve God.
I understand that. I'm just saying from tradition where I came from, my family came from the Baptist. I'm in a Baptist church.
Right.
But getting away from that pork, like I used to tell my partner at work, that one of your brothers. Man, it's been hard to stop eating them ribs, man. I'm just telling you the truth.
Well, you know what? Let me ask you this, right? I understand what you're saying, but right now I hear you wheezing, right? A lot of black men would say, you know, I die for my family. You know what I'm saying? I do this for my kids. I do that for my kid. But give me Proverbs 7 and 2. No, Proverbs 6 and 23. God said, no, Proverbs 7 and 2. God said these commandments give us life. A lot of people say they'll die for this and not for that, but how about living for your family? Because right now, the way that you're wheezing, you know what I'm saying, it say that you got health issues going on. And a part of the reason why you got them health issues going on is because you're not applying the commandments of God. You got to put the pork down. When you leave here, who going to take care of your wife?
Well, I'm trying to leave with you take care of yourself.
But why not? I understand that, but why not extend your life long enough so you can be here for her instead of leaving her something?
That's why I retired.
But you can extend your life because King Hezekiah, the Lord added 15 years to his life when he changed his way. Put the pork down, bro. Don't go nowhere before you. What's your name? I forgot. Rob, I got one question for you. We got an address on the back of the flight. Come to the school, man. Put the pork down. Put the pork down. You love God, right?
Yes, I do.
What it? Let me love God real quick. Before you go, because we talked about that earlier, the love of God, right? Somebody else want to come up? Come on. Talk about love of God. Read that.
1 John chapter 5 verse 3. For this is the love of God.
So this is the love of God. We're going to show you how you love God. Read.
That we keep his commandments.
That we do what?
That we keep his commandments. And his commandments are not grievous.
So every man or woman that claims that they love God, he said you're going to keep his commandments. And the commandments ain't hard to do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't hard to grow your beard out. Because the Lord said you can't shave it all off. It ain't hard to not shave your head. You can't bald your head. Keep the Sabbath day holy. You can cook your food before the sun go down Friday. You can have food to eat on the Sabbath. If you gas your cars up before Friday, you can have gas to get to where you need to go on Saturday. But you shouldn't be going nowhere but to congregate anyway. See what I'm saying? If you love God, you gotta put the pork down, bro. It's destroying you. God gave us commandments based on He gave us a dietary law, how we should eat. He gave us a ceremonial law, the holidays that we should celebrate. He gave us what else? A civil and a moral law, how we deal in society and treat each other. You know what I'm saying? And the sacrificial law is done away with, but the dietary law is important because right now you're overweight. You need to lose some weight, and you need to put that pork down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Rod, you married? You married? You ain't got no girlfriends on the side, dude. No girlfriend. You got your wife some Valentine's Day gifts? You did, right? But think about it. Is this the only time you give your wife flowers?
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven. Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.